A lot of people before getting started with game development, they think their games would be really impressive, really fun, really fantastic. But at the end, our games would be like, maybe we shouldn't continue this. This is the thing that I heard a lot, so I decided to make a game, but this time make it at least a little fun and find out if it is really hard or actually it's impossible. I started by creating a new unit project, my new test game. Yeah, I'm pretty good at naming. And because my art is so impressive, I decided to search pixel art and find something via the net. Then I pick up the pixel character that I wanted and I started working on it, but after a while I find out this is not the thing that I wanted. So I deleted all of the things that I did and search it again and find a new character. But after a while I thought this is not the thing that I wanted and I thought the previous one was better. Then I searched it again and downloaded the first character again and started working on it. And that was the moment that I find out the reason of the one of the game developers incurable disease, and that is hard. I mean, hard working. I mean, super hard working, very hard working. Yeah. The lesson was something like this: if you want to actually create something fun, you have to spend a lot of time for it. So back to our story. Our main character is finally done after 5 hours, I think. Now it's time to create some enemies for the game. So actually the same story is for the enemies. I searched, I worked a lot, and here is the final two enemies. But I thought these are not enough, and I decided to actually add another enemy to our game. Then I search and find this little bird. I mean, just copy and paste all of the code and change them a little bit. So now our player and our enemies are kind of ready. Now it's time to create a 2D environment. And for that I used Unity's 2D tile map, which is a great help for making 2D environment. So after I'm done with the basics of my environment, it's time for decoratives. And after that I have to put the enemies everywhere that I think it is suitable. And you know what else my game wanted? A boss fight. I mean, a boss can make my game a little bit funner and make it a little bit like a real game. So in that same scene, I just a little bit further, I started creating a new environment, and in here, because I don't actually feel it to create a new enemy, I just use that skeleton enemy and actually make it a little bit bigger to make it okay. This is our final boss. For winning the game, you have actually reached the point and press the E button, and yeah, that's it. And it's time for the main menu, and finally we have to debugging. And I think my game isn't that kind of bad, but let's actually send the game to some of my friends and see what they are going to say. It's been around 3 days that I actually sent the game to them and nobody answered me. I don't really know why. And I'm not actually sure, but this is the 1 minute of the gameplay of my game. Believe me, in this moment I am so jealous to Danny's friends, because whenever he created a new game, all of the people, they're gonna actually respond to his game and say okay, it is good, bad, terrible, whatever, and nobody but me, I didn't actually get a single answer. But don't really know, this is the 1 minute of my game, of the gameplay, and just judge by yourself. And please tell me in the comments if it is really that bad. I will stop doing this. And of course, I'm not like the other guys. Actually, they upload the games in the iteach.io or wherever. I won't upload this game because I think this is too terrible, because nobody answered me. But if I actually got a lot of comments about, okay, I'm so curious about your game, how is it? It is that shit or not? Okay, I will put the link in the description. And if you actually won't find it in there, because nobody actually tell me in the comments, okay, I'm curious about your game. And that's it all about this video. But hey, I mean, at the end of this video, this is a really good news. And one of my friends that is a game developer actually answered me, and he said your game is kind of fun. I mean, your game is kind of well made, not fun, because your enemies are too simple. And it doesn't have no difficulty for actually fighting with your enemies. That wasn't very bad. But I won't actually upload the game anywhere until I get a lot of comment about it. And at the end of this video, I want to actually share my experiences with the others. The first of them, and actually these are not new experiences and new things. The first of them is you have actually tested your game a lot. First yourself, and the second is your friends and anybody who is gamer. And the second lesson that I already told you is game developing is very time consuming and you have to work really hard for it. And that's the end of this video.